Welcome back friends to Gamer SPR. If you are trying to find the best games coming out in October 2019, then you came to exactly the right place. We have made a list of that so you don't have to look anywhere else. Before we begin the video, please click on the subscribe button so you won't miss any of our new videos. Now let's get started. We're starting our list with Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is here to make you feel outgunned and outnumbered. Breakpoint is a direct follow-up to Wildlands, but it's shaking up the settings and adding new survival mechanics reminiscent of Metal Gear Solid 3. This time, Ubisoft is moving Nomad and the Ghost from the very real Bolivia into the fictional Pacific Island-esque open world of Orwa. There's a notable villain this time too, John Bernthal's character called the Walker and his band of rogue ghost agents known as the Wolves. If you play Breakpoint in single player, you won't have AA buddies in the game to join you. Instead, a drone pal will help you pull off some of the feats you'd usually accomplish in co-op. Survival plays a big part in Breakpoint, with an injury system being a significant feature. In Breakpoint, you get specific injuries which will affect you in different ways, such as slowing you down or affecting your gunslinging abilities. Beyond the co-op, there will also be a multiplayer PvP so you can test your squad against other bands of merry folk. The game is released on October 4th, 2019 on PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The fourth Modern Warfare game won't have a 4 in the title. That's because 2019's Call of Duty Modern Warfare isn't a sequel, but a reboot, or as developer Infinity Ward calls it, a reimagining of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare series. With this reset of storyline, Infinity Ward hopes to create a relevant, realistic world with events that feel ripped from the headlines, while also bringing back familiar characters from past games in the series like Captain John Price. Unlike Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare will have a single-player campaign on top of the usual multiplayer modes and co-op missions. Cross-platform play between PC and consoles is planned. With the launch of Modern Warfare, the team is taking steps to unite the community. It will contain a classic multiplayer experience and an all-new cooperative play mode, featuring a collection of strategic co-op missions accessible to all skill levels. So far, there's been no word for a Battle Royale mode. The game will release on October 25th. Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. The story of Shadowkeep seems to center around a mysterious force waking up on the moon. Eris Morn, the hunter who helped players defeat Crota and Oryx in Destiny 1, seems to be at fault. Players will return to the Earth's moon to take on terrifying shadows. They will descend into a mysterious enemy citadel and become a slayer of nightmares. Whatever this new force is, likely a precursor to the Darkness enemies, it's resurrecting old foes from Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. It won't just be about adding new missions and locations to the game. The Season of Undying, which launches with the Shadowkeep, also brings a rework to armor, a core system all players engage with. One of Destiny 2 Shadowkeep's most exciting new features is cross-save, which will allow players to jump between Google Stadia, PlayStation 4, Steam or Windows PC and Xbox One without losing progress. But cross-save is a complicated tool and it requires a bit of explaining to understand. The game is coming out on October 1st on PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Luigi's Mansion 3. To no one's surprise, Luigi's Mansion 3 will launch on Halloween for Nintendo Switch. Nintendo did confirm the launch date. Luigi's Mansion 3 may certainly boost the series by returning it to the full spotlight of a main console release. It will be one of the only two big first-party releases headlining the Nintendo Switch's 2019 fall lineup. The scope is far bigger than the 2001 original, which sent Luigi through the titular mansion. This time, Luigi enters a towering haunted hotel with Mario, Princess Peach and a small army of toads on what is supposed to be a luxury vacation. Catastrophe strikes, as it always does for Luigi, forcing him to overcome his fears and travel through the building's many floors to save his buddies. The co-op mode supports 4 players on 4 separate Nintendo Switch consoles, on local or online play. The players sharing a Switch can also split into a Luigi team, meaning up to 8 players can enter what would be a very chaotic 5-fight. Grid. The fourth game in the popular racing series, Grid delivers intense wheel-to-wheel racing action, spanning 4 continents in some of the world's most famous city streets and race circuits. Choose cars from GT, Touring, Stock, Muscle, Super Modified and more classes across race types, including Circuit, Street Racing, Ovals, Hot Laps, Point-to-Point and World Time Attack. Handling in Grid is designed around a learning curve that appeals to both casual arcade gamers through the core simulation racers. Progression is rewarded through liveries, player cards, teammates, teammates' achievements and drive-in accolades push the player to their limits to earn a place on the podium and ultimate victory in the Grid World Series Championship. Realistic damage affect both the car's performance and handling. Make too much contact with the same racer and you will see them emerge as a nemesis who will stop at nothing to get their revenge in the race. The game releases on October 11th on PC, PS4 and Xbox One. WWE 2K20. 2K invites players to step inside the ring with WWE 2K20. Your favorite WWE superstars, legends, Hall of Famers and NXT's best will join festivities and celebrate the rebirth of WWE 2K franchise. WWE 2K20 in direct response to fan feedback will include several franchise firsts, streamlined gameplay and variety of popular modes. 2K Showcase is the single-player story mode of WWE 2K20. Where you get to play through a series of historic WWE events and moments. You will unlock multiple character, attires, arenas and more. The Gauntlet style 2K Tower mode introduced last year also returned in WWE 2K20. This year it comes with exciting new challenges, including a story-driven tower centered around the career of Roman Reigns. The game is scheduled for worldwide release on October 22nd for PlayStation, Xbox One and Windows PC. Concrete Genie. One of the last Sony published PlayStation 4 exclusives has been given a release date. Concrete Genie, the stylish puzzle platformer from developer Pixelopus that lets players create their own living graffiti, will be coming out this October. Life is tough for young Ash, isolated and bullied. It's only in the discovery that he can bring his painting to life that things become so much brighter with the small fishing town of Denska, now polluted and abandoned. Only Ash has the power to cleanse the streets and alleyways with beautiful living artwork. Paint your world to life. Explore the streets of Denska and use magical living paint to restore Ash's hometown from darkness. Use a DualShock 4 wireless controller to create your own vibrant street art designs. In this colorful adventure, find the scattered pages of Ash's favorite sketchbook across Denska to expand your design toolset. The game is coming out on 9th October 2019. Trine 4. The Nightmare Prince. The Trine series returns to the magic of 2.5D with Trine 4, The Nightmare Prince. The three heroes of the best-selling adventure series are back, sent on a quest to retrieve the troubled young prince Silius. Amadeus the Wizard, Pontius the Knight, and Zoya the Thief are joined together once again on a thrilling quest through fantastical fairy tale landscapes teeming with danger. Prince Silius suffers from intensely dark dreams, and due to his magical talents, monstrous nightmares are able to slip into reality and wreak havoc on the waking world. Amadeus, Pontius, and Zoya must find the afflicted prince and resolve the desperate situation before the world is engulfed with the Nightmare Prince's shadows. Trine 4 reaches new heights in the series, bringing the most complete gameplay experience ever to fans and new players alike. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on October 8th. The Outer Worlds. The sci-fi shooter looter The Outer Worlds is said to be one of the wackier AAA RPGs of recent years. A new single-player experience from Obsidian Entertainment, with more than a pinch of corporate style. It looks set to inject some fun into the classic Fallout formula we know and love. Set on the frontier of space, The Outer Worlds has the player awakening from hibernation amidst a conspiracy to destroy Helicon, a colony residing at the edge of the galaxy driven by big brand corporations. As the story is centered around corporations, it's not surprised The Outer Worlds will offer various weapons and items to purchase from 10 different brands. The Outer Worlds will come out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC on October 25th. Medieval. Medieval is back. After 20 years of the PlayStation's cult classic is seeing a major remake and re-release on the PlayStation 4. Released back in 1998, Medieval was a hack and slash game that used the PS1 processing power to give us stunning 3D visuals. You play the reanimated corpse of the long-dead Sir Daniel Fortesque, brought back to life accidentally by an evil sorcerer trying to take over the world of Gallowsmere. You defeated the evil sorcerer once and you set out to do it again. Like the original Medieval is a hack-slash-style game that's likely to only be single-player, the basic structure of the game is you move from area to area, clearing out all the monsters you can with an assortment of weapons. Each weapon has its own set of animation, as well power moves that will cause more damage. Medieval will be available exclusively on PlayStation 4 on October 25th. Monkey King. Hero is back. The game is based on the thrilling Chinese action fantasy movie Monkey King, Hero is Back. that was released in theaters in 2015 and tells the story of a young boy named Lure and his adventures with the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, who is released after having been imprisoned for 500 years, known by movie fans worldwide as one of the premier examples of Chinese animation. Like the movie, this action-adventure game tells the story of the young monk Lure meeting his own hero Sun Wukong. The focus on the Monkey King himself while also introducing players to various stories and subplots not found in the movie. Together, Sun Wukong, Lure, and Pixie embark on a journey of adventure while deepening the bonds of friendship between them. Players assume the role of Sun Wukong and use his mystical skills and abilities to defeat the assorted foes before them. The game immerses players in the middle of their own tale of adventure, while also enabling them to experience the rich and deep story the beloved movie is known for. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD. Super Monkey Ball series returning with Banana Blitz HD remake for all platforms. For years, Super Monkey Ball was a staple of casual gaming gatherings, but Sega hasn't done much with the adorable franchise for a while. Thankfully, there have been hints. AA, Mimi, Baby, Gongon, and the rest are rolling back on the scene. For those who never played the original Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz, it was generally considered one of the better early third-party Wii games. Granted, a few players took issue with the game's somewhat fiddly motion controls, but it seems likely this remake will add more traditional controls, seeing as it's coming out on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. If the game still includes motion controls, they hopefully be less frustrating, as both the Switch Joy-Cons and DualShock 4 features more advanced motion sensing capabilities than the original Wii mode. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD bounces onto Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch on October 29. Indivisible. It's been quite some time since Indivisible, a 2D action RPG by Lab Zero, the studio that made Skullgirls, received over 2 million in funding through Indiegogo. That happened in December 2015. And while a demo was released on June 2018, fans have been eagerly waiting to get their hands on the full game. That moment is now officially closing in, as the Los Angeles-based indie team announced Indivisible release date to be set for October 8 on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Indivisible is an action RPG platformer featuring stunning hand-drawn art and animation combined with unique real-time combat mechanics. Immerse yourself in a fantastical world with dozens of playable characters, a rich storytelling experience gameplay that's easy to learn, but difficult to master. Doraemon Story of Seasons. A new Doraemon Story of Seasons trailer explaining the farming system. Overall, it's the same as any classic Story of Seasons game, with a few differences. Nobita needs to buy seeds, tile some land at the farm he's renting, plant the seeds and water them. Each bag of seed will be sowed on one tile instead of covering 3x3 tiles, like in old games. Crops grown using fertilizer will also end up being in higher quality. Crops' quality can be confirmed by number of stars it has in its description. Crops can be sold by putting them in the shipping box. The game has a states menu with all the type of items you've ever shipped and how much you've earned through it. Doraemon Story of Seasons was born from the collaboration of Bandai Namco and Story of Seasons IP holders Marvelous. The game is developed by Studio Brownies, helmed by Shinichi Kamioka of Seiken Densetsu Mana series fame. Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6. The Nintendo Switch is getting 2 more Resident Evil ports. Nintendo and Capcom announced during a Nintendo Direct E3 2019 presentation that Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 will be released for Switch this fall. Those 2 Resident Evil games join an already long list of survival horror re-released on Switch. Resident Evil 5 was originally released in 2009 for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The game, which stars Chris Redfield and Sheva Alomar, is a cooperative action survival horror adventure set in Africa. The Switch version will feature online and local co-op play. Resident Evil 6 was originally released in 2012 for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It features 4 playable characters: Leon, Kennedy, Chris Redfield, Jake Muller, and Ada Wong, and took the franchise in a more action-oriented direction with mixed results. Thank you for watching.